Hi everyone. This is approximately a 20-minute class utilizing the chair. For those of you who maybe haven't been using the chair, why don't you give it a try? You're in your own house. You can maybe even do a low bench if you want to go a little bit lower. And of course, there's always the option of blocks. So we'll come to the top of our mat in front of the chair, hands to heart center, shrug the shoulders down, close the eyes. Connect with the breath. Maybe shrug those shoulders one more time. Can you find that balance of energy and calmness and keep it as you move through this practice? So we'll drop our arms, shrug the shoulders down again. Slowly as moving through Jello, lift the arms and reach up. Maybe a back bend or maybe just a reach to the sky. And then let the hands come through heart center, hands to the thighs, bend the knees, hinge forward. At this point, you can clasp the hands or keep them on your thighs. You can always do a little reach. And then bringing the hands to the chair, step the right foot back. So today we're going to incorporate the sun salutation with and integrate some shapes into it. So you can see that just a couple sun salutations can give you a lot of yoga. So here, if you want to, you can drop the knee, untuck the toes, relax the shoulders and come upright. And you can clasp the hands, release the index, and come into monkey pose. So reaching with the fingertips, keeping the shoulders engaged, meaning that you're not letting the shoulders reach to the ears, they're staying shrugged downward. If you want to give the right shoulder a little love, take the left hand to the right elbow. You can reach behind your back. And one thing I like to do is maybe kind of do a little bit of cow face pose. You can use a strap, or I love to use a short stick, a broomstick, or like a yardstick if anybody has those anymore. And here you can reach the left hand behind, the right arm up, and then just stay here, or maybe lift through the heart and breathe. So monkey pose is so incredible, stretching the hips, but it can be hard on the knees, so you can always do what we've done where you sit off the side of a chair and then release the arms, and then you're going to bring the left foot back and come into downward dog, or you could have just raised up. Either way, just coming to downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, down dog. Bringing the right foot forward. Left foot meets the right. Forward fold. Inhale, hook the thumbs, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the thighs are doing that shoulder stretch. Hands to the chair, step the left foot back. And here you can lower down and come again into monkey pose with the left knee down. Always adding extra cushion, even a pillow can make it helpful. I know I have soreness in the knees, so I've got a padded carpet as well as my yoga mat. So you can clasp the hands, release the index. And you can spend a lot of time just in that shape because gets really the whole upper half of your body. And we talked about doing a cow face pose, Gomukhasana, with the left hand reaching above and then the right hand reaching from below, and breathing. And then release, and then you can come to down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, down dog. Doing down dog from the chair instead of the mat just really gets that length through the shoulders, through the upper back. the hips. One more time, inhale to plank. Exhale, down dog. Bringing that left foot forward. Feet together, forward fold. Exhale. Slowly inhale, hook the thumbs, reach up. Exhale, Tadasana. So we'll do another sun salutation and stop and slow it down to get some more shapes in. So feet hips width apart, hands on the waist, bend the knees, roll the shoulders back, coming into chair pose, Utkatasana, or the hands can stay on the waist, or raise up into a V. Keep those shoulders shrugged down, and then hands through heart center. Keep the knees bent as you come into a forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. That means fingertips to the knees or the shins. Lengthen. And then hands to the chair. Step back to downward dog. So warrior one. Right foot forward. Left heel circles down. Warrior one. So we're going to slow this sun salutation down a bit. Inhale, reach up. Warrior two, shrug the shoulders down, gaze past the right fingertips. And then relax the arms. Take the, we'll keep the right knee bent and reach the right arm up and over for reverse warrior. You can take a bind if you want. And then straighten the right knee and reach again. And then instead of going right to the chair, we're going to swing over, right hand to the thigh or the forearm to the thigh, and reach the left hand over the head for extended side angle. And then hands to the chair, downward dog. Feel the difference on your right side versus the left. So other side, left foot forward, right heel circles down, warrior one. Slowly exhale, warrior two. Relax the arms, reach up and over, reverse the warrior, pausing here. Keep the left arm reaching, straighten the left leg. And then instead of going right to the chair, we're going to bring that left hand to the thigh or the forearm to the thigh, reach the right arm over the head, can be in front of the face. Try to have that nice long spine, breathing. And then hands to the chair, downward dog. And then, just this, since this is an abbreviated practice, we're going to go ahead and bring the right foot forward, left heel circles down, the feet wider. And many of you are going super wide in this shape, but you really don't have to. It's just the feet are on either edge of the mat. Right hand to the right hip to square the pelvis. So we'll clasp the hands behind us, knuckles to the earth, heart open, hinge forward. You can stay there, tuck the chin and reach further downward. Keep lifting from the arches, knuckles reaching to the back wall. Tuck the chin to slowly come back up. And then my favorite pose of all, especially with the chair, right hand to the right hip, left hand reaches up, left hand to the right corner of the chair, belly to the spine as you twist to the right. Make sure that back foot stays grounded. Feel a spiral starting from your back heel, your left heel, to the crown of the head. Twists are so good in the winter. And then hands to the chair, back to down dog. So left foot forward, right heel circles down, come up to standing. Feet are wide apart. Left hand to the left hip, squaring it. Clasp the hands, knuckles to the earth, heart open. And then hinge forward. Stay long, build strength here. Knuckles reach into the back wall or lift through the belly, tuck the chin and fold over, but knuckles are still reaching to the wall or maybe even reaching away from your spine, but that's quite a stretch. Not many of you will be able to do that. Just think of the shoulders shrugging away from your ears. Breathe. Tuck the chin to slowly come back up. Release the bind, left hand to the left hip, right hand reaches up, right hand to the left hand corner of the chair, belly to spine. Don't rush this. Just feel how good this feels. And if it doesn't feel good, you're forcing it. You can be here. Think of that right heel connecting to the earth and not lifting up, so you can feel the stretch from the calf to the hamstring to the hip, through the spine. Breathe. Do a little reach from behind if you need the shoulder stretch. And then hands to the chair, slowly move to down dog. Feel like your whole upper body is open. And then walk the feet forward into a forward fold and exhale. Hands to the waist, tuck the chin and slowly come back up. So while we're still on the mat working on Warrior 3, which is so nice because sometimes you have a wall beside you that it can give you, and then you have the chair in front of you. So when you're thinking about doing Warrior 3, believe it or not, you're not thinking about the balancing leg. You're really trying to energize that opposite leg. So let's start with the left. Take a small step forward, fingertips to the mat, backs of the hands to the back wall, and then come to the toes of your right leg and really engage your thigh, your hip, and just lift it a little bit and just re-engage that back body and keep the chin tucked. You should be straight. You should not be hinging forward yet. And then it's just reaching that right leg back as you hinge forward, and you just stop wherever you feel you've lost that hinge, where you're starting to round. And I've got a little fingertip on the wall just to allow me just a teeny bit of support. And then I take it off and then slowly come back up. So step back a bit, do the same thing with the right. So shift the weight onto the right leg, but then forget about the right leg and think about the left. You're on the toes of the left, engaging that left leg, chin tuck. The body is inclined but straight. You're not rounding it all through the back. Maybe hinge forward, maybe just stay there. Really think if someone's behind you, lifting that back leg. And then slowly come back up. So that is your key to really working these hips. Eventually it will help you if you want to progress to going into half moon. So can't have a yoga practice without tree. It's such an incredible shape that you could be doing throughout the day, anytime you're stationary. So if you want to, you will be kind of mirrored. So the chair can be to your left. You're standing on your left leg, hands to heart center, and you can have one hand on the chair or keep the hands to heart center, keep yourself in kickstand, or you can raise your branches and lift the leg. You do you, whatever works for you. Try to find that sweet spot. And then close the hip, hands to heart center, and down, and then come to the other side of your chair. So you're balancing on the right, the chair is to your right, kickstand with the left leg, hands to heart center. Stay here, close your eyes and breathe. Or go further, foot to the calf or to the thigh. You can just do half branches up, both branches up. Breathing. Trying to find that sweet spot of just effortless balance. And if you can't, then have a hand on the chair so you can feel it. Hands to heart center, close the hip and relax. So feel free to do other balancing throughout the day. Just so good for you. So we're headed to the mat. So top of the mat, hands to heart center, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, hands to the chair, walk back to downward dog. And then you can come forward to plank and drop the knees, and then hit hips back into child's pose. Feel free to have a blanket you pull behind your knees. Just makes, even if you feel like you have happy knees, just that little bit of support just allows you to not worry about the knees and really concentrate on lengthening through the upper body. Feel the shoulders, the upper back, sometimes the lower back. And then slowly come forward so you can lie down on your stomach or your back. It's just nice after you've been sitting or driving around to lie either flat on your back or flat on your belly. Stretch out those hamstrings, hip flexors, turning your head to one side. Hands can be either beside your head or the hands can be straight. Try to really let yourself relax, let go, let the earth support you. And then the other side, turn the head the other way. I didn't even say which way to start, so just go the opposite. Once again, try to relax. If it feels stiff, see if you can, by just relaxing, make the neck feel more relaxed and not as strong a stretch. And then forward to the mat, hands underneath the shoulders, push through the tops of the feet, roll the shoulders back and lift up, coming into cobra. And then slowly lowering down. And again, push through the tops of the feet, roll the shoulders back, and then lift up. And then if you want to go into high cobra, just stay there. Your call. And then lower down, relax the arms. And then while I adjust the camera, you can come into Shalabhasana locust pose. You can come to onto your stomach and arms straight down by your side. Reaching your arms back, lift your arms, legs, and head. And then lower down. And then slowly come up to a sitting position. So we'll just do a few more shapes. Once you're on I find that when I'm doing my personal practice, once I'm on the mat, I just kind of keep going with different shapes. So just feel free to, you could even cut it off now and just you do you as far as different stretches or shapes that you want to go into. But we'll start with Jani Sirsasana. I'll mirror you. You're going to bend the left knee, straighten out the right. Take the left hand behind you and let the right arm reach to the back of the knee or towards the ankle or shin. Thinking leading with the heart. Once again, can you soften, and just maybe the only effort you've got is the hand holding some part of the right leg. And then slowly come back up, taking the left foot on the outside of the right knee. Right hand reaches up, wraps around your left knee. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist to the left. Once again, can you have the shoulders shrugged down, you're lengthened, but really not pushing with your arms. In fact, you should be able to lift both arms and not really change the shape. Breathing, you've got that little lift through the belly, but the breath is soft. And then release, brief counter twist. And then we'll switch the legs, bending the right knee, straightening out the left. Feel free to have a bend in this knee if you need to. Right hand comes behind you. Lead with the heart as you come over the left leg. Can you soften the shoulders? Can you just be in this shape? Instead of, you're not still pulling, you're not still reaching, you're just shoulder shrug, lengthen breath, soft breath. And then slowly come back up, take the right foot on the outside of the left knee, left hand reaches up, wraps around your right knee, inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist to the right. Shrug the shoulders down, just feel the inner compression of your belly. And then release, breathe, counter twist. And then starting with the knees bent, but then widen the knees and the heels on the mat. The knees are bent to start with, so you can get that hip hinging, and then maybe the legs straighten, maybe they don't. Shrug the shoulders down, soften. And then slowly come back up, bringing still the knees are bent again, heels on the mat, lift through the belly, shimmy the heels forward, lengthen and come forward. So here, I know it's tempting to let the head drop, but keeping a gentle tuck of the chin and looking past the toes kind of keeps the spine long. The previous shape we did got the deep fascial line of the back. This gets some more superficial, but it's still deep. So you have to relax everything. So to get that fascia, you have to relax. You can't have a tug of war with your hamstrings. And then slowly come back up. And then we'll come into a cross-legged sitting position, clasp the non-dominant wrists, shrug the shoulders down once more, tuck the chin, hinge forward, and now fold forward. Yogic Vidrasana, Yogic seals the energy of your practice. Just think of it as a bow to yourself, to your fellow yogis, bowing to everyone in the world. And then tuck the chin and slowly come back up. Release the bind. Have the palms facing upwards, the thumb and the index together, the other fingers extended. Chin Mudra. Shoulders relaxed. So here you have the, hopefully feeling the yin and the yang, the softness. Just finished a short practice, so the breath and the mind should feel calm and relaxed. This Shin Yodra just still gives you that little bit of energy, reaching outward. And then bring the hands to heart center. Loka Samastha, Sukhina Bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Namaste. So you can now go into a Shavasana, or legs up the wall would even be better, because there you get an inversion with your Shavasana. If you have any questions about this practice, let me know. Namaste.